It's showtime. All right, so I see check sound. You don't hear any music. So let's do this. I'm going to stop the screen. Let me know that you can hear me. And try this again. Give me a thumbs up when you can hear the music. Did you hear me in the beginning? All right, so now it just should be real soft background music. Welcome to the Bear Cave. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to Night Talk. So go ahead, grab a glass of wine, and join me. What would you do? Analyze this at Unwine with Teddy. So I'm going to throw out a question I was reading in one of these Reader Digest, It's not quite like a Dear Abby, but I guess you could call it that. So the question, and it received almost 23 million views. Yes, that's a lot of views. The question went like this. My husband found my Tinder profile and now wants to divorce me. What do I do? What should this person do? What would you do? Okay, I'm going to read it one more time and then I'm going to put up something different. My husband found my Tinder profile and now wants to divorce me. What do I do? What should she do? What would you do? Okay. Now let me put this up. So I hope I don't get an echo because it's on Instagram. So let's see. Hang on. Okay, this is fair use commentary. So this came up in my feed on, I see Unwind with Tasha K's, Instagrams all the time. But this one I thought I'd share with you. It says, let's see. Hang on. So you can see it all together. While you are thinking of that other, question. All right. So Shaq's ex-fling says he sold her a dream of them being together, then went ghost. This is Shaq's ex. You see here says Shaquille O'Neal sold her a dream of starting a family, but didn't come through, and she has to get it off her chest. Let's hear what she had to say. I hope there isn't an echo. Let's see.
And my family and my personal life, and could have potentially put me in a worse situation than I was in before. When you could have said no. Don't say you're going to do something when you're a man of your word with such high caliber, and then don't follow through with that. When I really need that help, and you, oh, I love you, this and that, and you talking about kids or whatever, you could have just left that out. Don't even help me if you wasn't trying to follow through.
Don't say nothing and you not gonna do that shit.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's just a man. Like, he's supposed to be this big top man. That's just good. That's just against everything he says he is. I need to get this shit off my chest, because you're not just gonna be walking around finding girls on the street or whatever, young girls, older girls, whatever, and act like you care about them and their kids, or you want to build a family with them, which is the type of talking about with me, and then just fucking kick them to the curb like that. Like, be a man of your word, be honest, be a man, and tell me how you really feel. And then we can, like, that's it. I need to get this shit off my chest, because you're not just going to be walking around finding girls on the street or whatever, young girls, older girls, whatever, and act like.
All right, so I just muted that for a second. It kind of, it ties in a sense, all right? So one question is, a husband found his wife's post on Tinder. And now here's this ex of Shaquille O'Neal said he sold her a dream and went ghost. So now on this one, what did I say the other day? And many of you know this. So men make these promises, they talk about, things, and maybe they don't really mean them. Yes. Sold her a dream. What is the sound is good? Great. But he went ghost, okay? Someone here named Danielle 101620 says, "Lady, you're not a wife." What did I say the other day to someone who was on YouTube fighting over a piece of a man who she called her man? I said the same thing. You're not his wife. Did he put a ring on it? And this person seems to think the same. I'm going to finish reading her comment. Lady, you're not a wife. There are no guarantees until that marriage contract has been signed by both parties. Even then, you are still gambling on your outcome. Legally, well, she wrote quite a bit. Legally, you don't have a leg to stand on. Too bad you just didn't make it transactional in the beginning, since you knew you would feel shorted if you didn't close the deal. Well, you have your memories, and you should have stayed quiet so you could have kept your dignity as well. Move on. So here, this woman gets on. Her name is Shayna Moss. Okay. What is it? She puts up her Instagram page. And apparently she's, speaking with Tasha K. Maybe there's an interview. Oh, yes. At the top here, it says you can watch this full segment now on TashaKLive.com. So she went on Tasha K, or interviewed with her, and she's telling her all this stuff. Move on. Do you agree with this, Danielle? 101610. What else? Who else had something to say? So he didn't pay your car note? Got it. She mad she didn't get to finish or finesse him. People get dumped every day, Anne. My neighbor just got kicked out of his lady's apartment last week, and someone else says Tasha K letting that woman make a fool out of herself, and she knows she lying. Didn't I say some of the same words? Making a fool out of yourself. Now, this woman, and he ghosted her. Okay, so back to the question. Um, Let me throw this up again. Kind of like that background. Wanted to make sure you could hear everything. What would you do? What would you do in either case? But if your husband found your Tinder profile, this is this woman. So, what advice would you give to her? And now wants to divorce me, she says. What do I do? Okay. One of the first responses to this question was respect his wishes. He's looking out for himself. He sees your lack of self respect does not match his self respect. Nothing you can do. I wouldn't trust you one bit. And do the same. Set him free. There's a better woman out there waiting to give him honesty and loyalty, who has integrity and lots of love to give him. And he knows it. Sounds like you broke his heart, and he's not gonna stand for it. Good for him. Again, this post received 23 million views. Okay. Thousands of answers. Thousands. What would you do? Okay, some conversation. Get your wine. You know, we're just hanging out in the bear cave tonight. Now, there's lots more I can talk about, but I thought, let's make it easy. Yeah. What would you do? Why is she asking? The wife, in this case, what should she do? I don't know if he asked for divorce. It doesn't seem like, let's see. She didn't say, except that, yes, he wants a divorce. Nothing more than that. He wants a divorce. What can she do? So makeup diva and curls. Your response goes for whom? She got catfished. Are you talking about the one on Tinder? What was he doing on Tinder? Does that come to anyone's mind? How did he find her on Tinder? Or did somebody tell him, or did he read it on their computer? How did he? That's not part of the question, except that he found it. Shout out to Annette, Vicky Black, Baby Juju, Giba Pyle, Latoya Woods, Makeup Diva and Curls, McClurk. Yeah. Okay, so all these comments are your own, fair use, so long as you're respectful. So I'll just, I can read more comments, but I just want to read yours for now. Okay. You were looking at that comment. Did that come to mind? I mean, how did he find out? Oh, not makeup diva and curls with some comedy here. Says, I think TK slept with a do-rag like me at night. Her hair always curled. Okay. Good evening to Nicole Shaw. Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. By the way, this is what I found on my Facebook tonight. No, Instagram. I don't know. If you have Instagram, are you getting any of these? We suspect automated behavior on your account. I've told you before, my Instagram, someone messing around trying to get my, I guess, password or whatever, trying to log in. Yeah. Okay. Who else? Any more comments? By the way, if you are in the bushes and you want to send an email to me right now, you can do so. UNWINEWITHTEDDY at gmail.com. Okay. You've never seen that on Instagram before. Okay. Let's turn it down just a little bit. There we go. Here's the email address. Let me check. Maybe someone sent one in that I can read. All right, so not yet for that question. Well, what can she do? Yeah. And should the other woman, friend of Shaq's ex, is that like what she should feel? Do you think she should have gone on Tasha Gay's live? Or if it weren't for the fact that it was Shaquille O'Neal, it wouldn't have even made a post. And doesn't Shaquille O'Neal, unless I'm missing something, wait a minute. Let me look at this again. Oh, ex-fling. Isn't he married? No, wait a minute. I've got to look this up. I thought Shaquille... I thought he was married with kids. Hang on. Oh, she is a real ex. They were married. Wait a minute. If I'm looking, no, this is, yeah, Shauna. Yeah. He's separated from his wife, Shawnee Henderson, formerly known as Shawnee O'Neill. That was in 2011. Okay. It says there seems to be no straightforward evidence of who Shaq is dating right now. Okay. No, wait a minute. This has to be someone different. This looks like the same person I'm looking at here. Wait a minute. I'm just going to show you. Wait a minute. He must have, certain type. Let me see if I can look her up. Shaquille O'Neal's former wife was named Shawnee. So that's kind of unusual. That's not the same woman. His ex-wife is named Shawnee Henderson. Yeah. So this is she's just a fling. Okay. Let's see. Meek Rule says it's called a game, sweetheart. It's called game. He was somebody and you knew who he was and you just wasn't the one. That's all. And that's from a guy's perspective. It's called a game. Love Win says, sending love to Miss Teddy and all. I'm listening and packing for a business trip tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, okay. Baby Juju says his ex is a producer of Basketball Wives. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm looking here. It's not the same person. Yeah, he's divorced. And he has children. Yeah. She was a fling. Yeah, I see that. But when I looked at pictures, I'm like saying he has a certain, type. Yeah. Years ago, I know I see that. His ex remarried to a pastor. To the pastor. Is this... You've never seen... Oh, wow. So now why is she talking about it? It seems like... I don't know when they started dating. Maybe I could, look at the the story and find out more. Okay. Which is more interesting? Would it be that situation, that ex-fling, or the wife whose husband found out she was on Tinder and now wants a divorce? Okay. Let me tell you what some of those comments read. Let's see. All right, so someone recommended that you divorce him. Clearly, you don't value him, your marriage, or your wedding vows. If you are married and have the disrespect towards him to be on a hookup site, then you have no business being married. I guarantee if the tables were turned, you would have already filed divorce papers. I can't believe you even asked that question. It's a no-brainer. You've hurt and embarrassed him in the most disgusting way, cheating. Let that poor man go. You should give him your blessings in doing so. Someone who's much younger says, I'm 23 and dream of the day. This is a man. I'm 23 and dream of the day I find a woman to marry and have kids with. Women like you ruin it for us men who have yet to find what you took for granted. I hope to God he respects himself enough to leave yours and never look back. Choose divorce. It's simple. Yeah. So men cheat, women cheat too. Yeah. Flavor of love. I don't know. Did the pastor lose his church? She's in Houston now. Okay. Maybe you wouldn't even be in that situation. Right? What is this? Oh, and he also slept with Gilbert Arenas' ex Laura Govan while married to Shawnee, allegedly. Haven't you heard about these basketball wives? Most of them, talk about the affairs. Not all. Maybe there's a few that are faithful. But with all the groupies, you've heard about these, groupie stories. Yeah. Do you think women who end up marrying someone like that, they should know what they're getting themselves into? Or they think it's not going to happen to them? It's horrible, really. I mean, miserable, I guess. Even with the beautiful home and the kids and everything you could want for, except a man that doesn't cheat? And the thing about it is, why, I mean, it's common knowledge. Why do women feel as if, even if they're so gorgeous, that their man isn't going to cheat if he wants to cheat, if that's who he is? Yeah. It's not because she's so gorgeous that he's not going to cheat. He might just be a cheating man. Right? What is this? Women throw themselves at these men and they stalk and follow them to their hotels. Yeah. I told you guys of this story when I was traveling on business, and it must have been in not Philadelphia, New Jersey, maybe. Anyway, Michael Jordan, he was coming out of the gift shop or the shop there. And of course, no one could shop while he was in the store, all his bodyguards. So he walks out. I'm standing in the lobby, kind of a ways. And of course, I mean, everybody knows what Michael Jordan looks like, right? And I turn around and I can see him, from a distance, And then he gets on the elevator, and he's got all these, at least a couple, bodyguards, I guess, get on the elevator with him. Well, yeah, there's gonna be, groupies or women who are gonna find out like where the team, I guess, bus travels to or whatever. Yeah. Didn't he cheat? Oh, did he cheat, right? Yeah. And how much money did his wife end up getting in the divorce, right? Didn't they? They divorced, he had kids. Yeah. Yeah. These women know how these men are, but they chase them anyway. I think it's for the glamour. It's for the lifestyle. It's for, access. Yeah. But again, it's for the lifestyle, I think. Yeah. For a lot of them. And, to have a family and then have a, I guess support. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. But it happens with these athletes and celebrities and, entertainers, rappers, and groupies. So it's not just, it's pretty much people that are, I guess, celebrities in the limelight, have access to whatever they want, including women and or men. Yeah. It's no guarantee. Yeah. It's no guarantee, especially for, women if they're dating and they're just dating. Yeah, they're not married. So look at the married ones. They have problems. So certainly someone who is not married, not engaged, why do they think they can possess someone? I mean, really, own them. Yeah. In the end, get hurt, might get ghosted like that woman. Yeah. Okay. It's 11 o'clock. Do I want to get into anything messy? I don't know. I've been doing pretty good, by the way. I think. Yeah. These women know how these men are, but they chase them anyway. Yes, I read that comment. Yep. They do. It must really, I look at my age. Mhm. When I was, in my 20s or 30s, early 30s. And the difference, one of the biggest differences, no, I ain't chasing no man. And you know what? The easiest way, I just don't get it. Some women say they can't get a man or can't get married. I can't. It's not hard if you carry yourself, or if you don't chase a man. Just don't chase him. Don't chase him, and don't act like you could care less about him. They'll be all over you. I'm telling you. If I could give lessons to young girls or women, just ignore him as much as you want. Forget about him. Like he doesn't even exist. Make it really hard. Really hard. Yeah. You will turn a man off if you're always, calling him. And if you're sitting by the phone, you're going to be sitting there by yourself waiting. Just don't even think about it. Stay busy. That's it. When you stay busy and he can't find, you don't have time for him. He's wondering, what are you doing? This is a, woman. She's got business. Yeah. She's interesting. She's smart. She's doing things. Yeah. And she doesn't chase him down, smother him, away with him. They will chase you. They will. A man likes a chase. But anyway, one of the biggest differences, and I know there was, down low. They must have been really down under the bridge, because so low you wouldn't even know. But I mean, men like, down low men existed since, it's been forever. But it's I don't know. I guess maybe if I just, dating must really be hard these days for young women, I guess. Yeah. They're not down low anymore. They're just out there, and thank goodness they are out, I guess, some of them. But here's the thing. Now, I don't want to say nothing wrong. Maybe I shouldn't say anything at all if I get on that subject, because, well, let me tell you. Okay, so I'll just say, from like when I was, in medical school, okay? That was one of a big subject. Yeah. And, in that role, in that position, we talk about everything and we see everything. We see pictures and films. We see everything. Things that we might, treat and people and everything. We have to know everything about it. Yeah. It's called MSMs. You know, we didn't say down low. I mean, that's kind of the, you know, the slang or whatever it is. But it's technically called MSMs. You can look it up in journals. Men sleeping with men. Men who sleep with men. Yeah. So that it could be, correct politically, I guess, in the right way. The statistics are alarming. And one of the things that I remember that was kind of so shocking was the statistics were so high for African American men who were down low. And we would talk about this. And can you imagine how I must have felt, being in let's say a lecture of, let's say 100, classmates, and we're going through this material, and it would seem to me it's all black men that they're showing constantly and talking about. But then the statistics were there. And maybe out of 100, there may have been only 3, maybe black women who were, How did that? I don't know. It just felt more than it felt. Not just, okay, so you're thinking about, patients, you're looking at, the science, and you're looking at everything. You're also thinking about, being African American in your community, and this is what they're studying or seeing. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this, really? But it's true. And I can't tell you exactly everything, but it, I remember. And I thought, this one doctor, he just kept going on and on about. And I never knew it was just like that. It's not just black men. It isn't. It's all different men, okay? But it seemed like the statistics for down low. All right, so you're talking about MSMs and then down low. And this was one of the reasons why so many, it's just a fact, that there were so many African American women who would end up, with I'll just say, certain diagnosis. I'm just going to put it like that, okay? Had no idea that. And a person can say, Go look at the journals. I'm talking about what I know. Okay. And so then it must be like really difficult to date because, for some, I think I'd want, I don't see how, honestly, I don't see how women or men date without protection. And we see it all the time. All the time. Because the clinics are filled. They don't use protection. You don't use protection. It's unbelievable. Yeah. And of course, it's privacy and all that, but yeah. I've seen enough to know the reality. Yeah. Of what's happening out there. It's oh. It's all it's just a lot going on. Yeah. Be honest and be responsible and use protection and get tested. I couldn't say that enough. Yeah. Did they study? Yes. Down low? Yeah, white. But I'm talking about as a percentage, a statistic. So it wasn't separated out like that. But part of learning was, you always talk about studies and groups and it's statistics. That's a big part of just one class would be just learning how to read and write studies and understand them. And yeah. So it's not just black men, but the numbers were just made me think, as a black woman, it's just, wow, where did all this come from? The numbers were there, and it just made me I'll without expressing, I just felt a certain way about it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why. No. It's what was brought out. Picture everything. It was like over and over and over, and it was almost it was just, yeah. Yeah, just it's heartbreaking for women. See, I'm thinking about the women, okay? I mentioned that. It was the women who didn't know that their either husbands or partners were down low and were getting, yeah, caught up with that. Yeah. We as women, I feel, Speak more freely now about down low, more openly now. Most women used to keep silent on the subject. Yeah. Women and children, it can be devastating. Yeah. And so, I, a person can, be in love whoever they want. But I just say when you put your partner, you married your wife at risk, and she has no idea her husband is this way until it's too late. Why do that to your family? Just, be who you are. Just be who you are. I'd rather that. I don't know. No, because you're talking about the health risk. That's that's the point of view that I think about it, is the health. Yeah. And it's not just health, it's it's the family that gets broken up, it's the children, it's the dynamics, it's just so much. Yeah. It's devastating for a woman to learn. Yeah. Devastating. On so many levels. Yeah. Another, that's a deep subject for another, it's deep, but it's reality, and it's, I can talk about it from an educational point of view too, just from medicine, But as far as relationships would go, yeah. If women knew, it's like back, circle back, fighting over a piece of a man, you don't even know what you might have. Fighting over these guys, it's not worth it. Because if you've got to fight over, I'll say it again, if you got to fight over a man, he's not your man. Sorry. He's not your man. I don't care. You can stand on your head. He's not your man. If you got to fight over a man, he's not your man. And no one's going to convince me. He isn't your man. He's not your possession. You're not married. You're never going to be his wife. You're not wife material. If you got to fight over a man, you're going to find out. And you're going to be so disappointed because you thought. And then you're taking it out on the other woman. It's like, he's not your man. Facts. If his eyes are not only for you, good luck. Yeah. And you know what? You can't you can't control, or you can't just, what are you going to do? Put a short leash on him? And he is. Who's going to go through that? If you're with someone and you're that insecure, even if it is, you got, then just, I'm not going through that. Nope. Never have. I'm not. Nope. It's not worth it. Yeah. Isn't your man? Yeah. Okay. It's 11:22. I'm going to get ready to say goodnight. Let me look at my email. Yeah. Oh, what's going on over? Well, it has to do with the more serious things. Iran, a Hamas leader. Let's see, breaking news. So one of Hamas's most senior leaders was targeted and killed in Iran. Yeah. By the way, a number of, and I mentioned it, Americans are not being able to get over to Lebanon right now. I wouldn't want to go anyway, but planes are being, rerouted. So anyway, great show. Thank you. Just a little chit chat. What would you do with either of those situations? Yeah. Just hanging out. Thanks for sending your emails and just, saying hello. I appreciate you. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit your like or hit the like on your way out. Join me tomorrow. Yeah. For Messy Mocha. A little bit more politics and whatever we want to get into in the morning. Okay. That'll do it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.